Welcome back. If you skipped the last episode, didn't miss much. I don't blame you if you did. But basically, the entire province was covered in disease. We had to shuffle around our council, shuffle around our provinces, give out duchies, sort out borders, things like a lot of internal affairs caused by lots of death and the plague, which is fortunately completely gone now. What we did find, however, is I had a plot against my life, and I was like, well, we could go into hiding. But then I saw this button. Manipulate the Oghma Infinium. You possess the Oghma Infinium, a powerful Daedric artifact associated with Hermaeus Mora. If you manipulate it, you can gain almost godlike powers. Ha! Huh. Shall we? Interesting. The Oghma Infinium sits before you. It seems to shimmer and pulsate with swirling currents of magical energy. Thus far, you have read any small excerpts, granting you limited pieces of the Oghma Infinium's power, but you have the choice of absorbing the Oghma's knowledge. It would destroy it, but grant you near godlike powers. Well, transfer the Oghma Infinium from my treasury to Hermaeus Mora. Well, we haven't got it equipped anyway. We sort of agreed that it was useless, but apparently there's more to it. Let's do it. Oh, wow. All right. Holy shit. Black tentacle, like strands of cold energy, reach forth from the book. You recoil in agony as they pierce your mind, worming their way into your thoughts. Your vision fades into absolute black. Blink and open your eyes to an infinite starry abyss. You blink again, and you feel your brain boil in your skull as 1,000 symbols, images, sounds, thoughts echo through the abyss. Hours later, a startled servant wakes you from your unconscious state? Question mark? It's also clear to me now. We gain the trait Immortal. A bit unnecessary. We gain the trait Erudite. We gain the trait Mystic. We gain the trait Legendary Warrior. Good lord. Legendary Magistrate. Legendary Diplomat. Legendary Mage. Legendary Agent. Holy shit. We gain all of them. Plus, on top of that, 1 health, 3 intrigue, 2 stewardship, 5 learning, 2 martial, 1 diplomacy. Oh my god, we gained all of that. Wow. Build cost, build time is reduced. Plus 10% to our national tax. Plus 25% to our plot power. We're a legendary mage, which is obviously massive in its own right. We are truly immortal, beyond just being a lich. I'd like not to be a lich now, please. Holy shit, what have we done? Huh. Well. Huh. Are we may have just become the most powerful character in the game. Let me just go ahead here and reset everything entirely. So I'm going to sort by stewardship. We are at the top. Sort by martial. We are the strongest. Diplomacy. We are also the strongest. Learning. We are far by in the strongest. And intrigue. We are quite high up there. Well, shit. If I'd have known that, I'd have done that 4 episodes ago. Huh. Yeah, no, truly godlike indeed. I'm a little bit at a loss for words. This is probably going to be quite an easy playthrough from now on. Shit, that's crazy. Alright, well, there we go. What can I say? That's so cool. Well, thanks, Hermaeus Mora. By the way, can we do that again? All the following must be true. Is immortal, has... We could do that again. Now, obviously, it wouldn't give us all those education traits, but it would give us the 5 learning, the 3 martial, etc. It might be worth doing. If we feel like it, obviously. We could save up another 8,000. I think we consult a black book for a start. Let's do that. Okay, so this has put us on an adventure. Sorry, I'm skipping through this here. This put us on an adventure, and this is the first sort of choice we have. So I've arrived in a narrow corridor lined with a few alcoves. I notice in each alcove houses a floating tentacled Daedra reading away at a book. Seekers. They are almost certainly dangerous, but are probably too distracted to attack me, especially if I'm discreet. So we can, using our personal combat skill, try and fight them. We can sneak past them if we are sneaky enough. I think we do have 43 intrigue, so we can probably sneak past them fairly easily. There we are. Crouch down and slowly make my way through the corridor, checking over my shoulder every few moments to make sure nothing tries to sneak up on me. I eventually reach the end of the corridor and continue on my way onward. Spotted a large chitinous chest and investigated it. I opened it, large pile of gold and jewels. Perfect. So we have another choice. We can fight them or sneak past. I think we'll stick with sneaking past. And again. Oh, shit. Did we just die? As I make my way across the bridge, I run as fast as I can, but the tentacles are too fast, and one hits me on the back of the legs. Momentum sends me crashing into the sea of oil. Quickly lose my sight, my ability to regain my conscience. I feel the cold grasp of death. Return to my senses, standing on my feet. I'm alive, but there's one slight problem. The book has disappeared. Oh, shit. Lose 25 prestige. We just got unlucky, essentially. They are more or less a test of luck. Kind of why I was against spending 1,500 of our hard-earned ardor with Hermaeus Mora. Let's make an offering. How much is it going to cost us exactly? 160 gold. You know what, that's fine. That's not a problem. And we'll go ahead and give him some artifacts as well. We'll give him that one. 250 ardor. What else have we got? We'll give him the Alien Sword. 300 ardor. We'll give him many amulets here. This might just about get us back to where we were before we wasted it all on the Black Book. Just make sure we don't accidentally sacrifice the wrong thing. Alright, sweet, there we go. We're up to 1900. I think we're just going to save it for another Oghma Infinium. Hopefully we can use it, let's put it that way. And I imagine everyone loves us now, considering we're a master diplomat. Yep, they are pretty helpful with us. Legendary Diplomat, +5. Legendary Diplomat, +10. Unfortunately, Lich Decay there is kicking in somewhat. I might go ahead and edit some of the mod myself, just to tidy that up a little bit, seeing as we are playing as a Lich. It's going to be quite relevant in the campaign. Go into hiding. So someone is trying to kill us. Who is that? Oh, this guy is trying to steal an artifact from us. Let's stick him in prison for a start. Like I said, I'm not going to be sacrificing prisoners anymore during this Let's Play. I'll do that between episodes, so you're not looking at me clicking the same button, 20 times over. You've got a plot against me, so you can go to prison. You're trying to plot against me. I think these guys would learn. Of all the people to steal from, you pick, like, the most powerful mage in the realm now. Alright. Oh, well, there's loads of plots against me, and loads of people are backing it as well. He's the leader of the plot. Throw him in prison. He's the leader of a plot. Throw him in prison. Okay, that would be counted as tyranny if I try that. He's the leader of the plot. Throw him in prison. Fortunately, because we have such an incredibly high intrigue, very few of these guys are going to get away with it. This is crazy. I remember I purposefully turned off auto-stop plots, simply so we could stack up on prisoners for Hermaeus Mora. I think that's all the ones that we know of that are specifically targeting myself. So someone outside of our round most likely is trying to kill us. It shouldn't matter, because we have such high intrigue of our own. Alright, well now we're essentially a walking god. Let's get to work. So we'll stack out our temporary titles here, just so everyone completely loves us entirely. So we've got the most vassals, the most taxes, the most troops. Cupbearer. I think that's a positive trait in this. In some mods, they treat it as a negative trait, because I suppose, like, Food Taster is still a negative trait, -5. Court Poet. Chief Architect. Master of the Bow. Is there anyone who actually doesn't like us? I'm just happy to give this to anyone with less than 100. Court Tutor is actually more important, so we should probably give it to this guy here. 24 Learning. Keeper of the Aviary. Again, anybody who doesn't completely love us. This gives a +15, so if you give it to this guy, he should be 100 with us now. Oh, 90? What was it? Oh, 75, yeah, of course. Good maths. Okay, sweet. Brindleholm, independent, not for long. He is revolting against... he's not actually at war. So the game's saying he's revolting, but he's not at war, so I don't know why. Maybe he is just generally a revolting man. Inquisition against Skingrad. Let's try this again. I imagine we've got plenty of magicka here. Except not spell, but do we have any new decisions? Okay, so we can do a lot of transformation. We can transform into any race we want. We don't really want to change from Aelia, to be honest. That was sort of the whole point of the campaign. Let's go ahead and summon some Dremora. And this should be enough. Let's see, how many did we get there? Not including our own levy. Let's put that down just so we can double check. I mean, 3,160 Dremora seems a bit of an arbitrary number, but we'll take it. Why not? To be honest, I don't think we even really need to raise our own vassal levies, but we especially don't want to march 16 troops into the province we're after like that. Alright, that's probably enough to survive it, I think. We want any that aren't going to increase our revolt risk here. Getting greedy, which is plus 10% to our tax, which will stack with the 10% we've already got. Our monthly balance isn't particularly high, seeing as we own more than a whole kingdom at this stage. I mean, a lot of it is tribal now that I think about it. Hey, there we go. Look at this. Sylvanar is now Aeliad. Chance of gaining 1 stewardship, and that's the only effect we can get 2% chance. It's not going to happen, let's be honest. Alright, sweet. Look at this. So we can now pick a different province. Let's go for this one here. How do we do that? We click on it. Let's close our spellbook for a start. And we click Culture Convert Province, which over time, again, will convert it for us. I think we can only do that one province at a time, can't we? Yeah. I just thought I'd double check, because that would help speed things up massively, but for now it's not too bad. You are proselytizing. Alright. Let's keep those slow conversions going. 100% war score. Perfect. Let's put our levies down and go ahead and summon some more Dremora if we can. Oh, really? We're already at our supply limit. Wow. What's the supply of these provinces, then? 2.2 thousand. And we are... Oh, we're not leading troops. That might explain some things. That will give us a little more supply, because obviously we're a pretty effective military leader. 47. Wow. Is it just this province in particular? Yeah, it's just a low supply province. Oh, everywhere's, of course, decimated by the depopulation. I mean, that works well for us... in a sense that, let them rot. In the sense that they're not going to have any troops to oppose us. But we're also not going to be able to have many troops in a province to help siege down provinces quicker. This is going to be a problem. Alright, let's combine these troops. We can just about manage this. And they're regenerating pretty quickly, to be honest. Do we have a count at Skingrad? We don't yet. Let's go ahead and take Greyrock and Vlastaris from Nibene. They are quite large. Do we really want to Inquisition against them? 1.9 thousand men. What about you guys? 1.2 thousand men. We're going to be fighting basically all the 8 divines. 400 men. Assuming they come out as one at a time, we could definitely take them on without having to raise our own levies. But again, the issue is supply in the provinces. I don't know, they're recovering quite fast. So it's not a big deal. You know what? Let's go for it. Let's go ahead and Inquisition against Skingrad. What's our moral authority at right now? 64%. I assume these dudes are doing alright. Soul Harvest, 97%. Yeah, they're doing pretty well. Alright. So let's go ahead and siege these down before they recover from the plague. And then I think we're just going to sit on them and let the war score tick up and let them come to us. We've lost Trait Greedy, which is a shame because we wanted the tax modifier. So more chance of rare artifacts here. Daedric Armor. Holy shit, that seems pretty good. Gold. And I think gold again. Let's have a look. Daedric Armor. Wow. That's definitely an upgrade from the Orcish Armor. So we're going to gain... What's the difference here? Personal combat is going to go up. Prestige. And morale damage is going to go up. We'll go ahead and give the Orcish Armor to Mora. Sure, it'll fit him nicely. There you go. Don't worry about it. Yeah, we're using all of our artifacts in our treasury. This is going quite well. I can't believe that godhood. That's insane. I've not seen that event before. I didn't know you could do it. So I'm really glad I had someone trying to kill me, I suppose. Oh no, we don't want to summon a ghost fleet. That's not good. We might have to raise some of our own troops. We are looking at a 3,000 stack coming in there, and these guys have started to also move into siege our provinces. Let's set a rally point, because I imagine we're going to do this quite often. We're setting in Skingrad, because I imagine that's when it's recovered, got quite a high supply. And we'll raise our troops and move the summon troops up there. We need to really keep an eye on Skingrad and reinforce as necessary. Okay, let's move these guys across and hit this 2,000 attack. We are probably going to lose some troops here. Okay, that's gone fine. Oh, we actually won that battle south there in Ceylon. Let's move up. Okay, we need to siege this again because they have counter-sieged a little bit. There we go. Okay. And with these troops, we'll move them up. And help counter-siege. We'll probably keep them there to reinforce that province because that's one of the targeted provinces they're going to go for, seeing as it's adjacent to both Nibelheim and Skingrad. Let's move up and hit these troops. 71% war score. I think we've pretty much got this in the bag. Let's just let some time tick. There's no point moving our armies across because they could suddenly hire troops or rearrange in a way that we can't tell. You know, maybe the Imperial Isle moves down to help out. Although they have their own revolt by the looks of it. Peasant revolt, quite a significant one. There's 100% war score, and that should be it for Skingrad. Let's move you across. Oh shit, I was hoping that wouldn't happen by the time I got our troops out of there, please. Okay. It's great, the Duchy of Skingrad. That's a big duchy. Who do we want to give that to? You are not married to anyone in particular. I'm your heir. You're also not descending from anyone. It's a matrilineal marriage. So you can actually have this. It is primogeniture, so it would fall back to me if they have no kids. So here you go. You are now in charge of Skingrad, which is apparently called Ceylon. Pretty confusing. Oh, this is under someone else. Oh, under me. Oh, well, we can just transfer that vassalage. I don't mind that. You are de jure. Yeah, you are de jure Skingrad. So we go ahead and transfer vassalage. And, oh, we can't. For some reason, why not? Oh, because you also control Woodroot, which is de jure part of... Right, I see. Very annoying. So we can't really do much about that, unfortunately. To be honest, Skingrad was quite a large province. You've still got 4 titles of your own, so don't complain too much. Let's put the troops down. Alright, I think that'll do for this episode. We've done a lot. We've become essentially a living god, which is, I think, pretty good. I honestly think that's as far as playing games goes, I think achieving that in any game is pretty ideal. So that's pretty great. Next time we'll go for, I think, the Heartlands. We'll try and take Virtue. We'll take Rumer, and then that leaves us open to take the Isle. And then that'll be our new capital. 6 provinces. If we can take all 6, we can hold them. You know, we've got 9 domain now. We could hold all of those and even 2 other provinces. So this is going to be pretty great. Thank you for watching.